Shaul Turner traveled to Los Angeles to talk to the cast. So, Scotty, energize.
Whoa. Thank you, Captain
Welcome
Kirk.
aboard, Shaul.
Thank you, Kirk. Well, Star Trek Beyond, expected to rake in millions at the Federation's box office. Get ready for some twists and turns. Fox 31 director, take us to Warp 9. From the time I was a little girl, I've loved Star Trek. So I was more than overjoyed when, as a grown-up, I got a chance to sit down with the cast of Star Trek Beyond.
Look at your shirt. Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that shirt.
Represents.
You picked the right color.
Maybe if you had a red shirt on, I'd be slightly more friendly.
I am counting on it.
The crew of the Enterprise takes on a new threat. Idris Elba's character, Krall.
Unity is not your strength.
Chris Pine excels once again as Captain James Kirk.
It's hard to play a role loved by people through so many decades.
You're only as good as your writers and the ideas that they come up with, and you're only as good as your director. So
The special effects and sets are stunning. There's that love connection between Spock and Uhura.
We've also tried to blur the line between his Vulcan nature and his human nature.
And the usual snarkiness from Dr. Bones McCoy doesn't disappoint.
You know, Spock, if an Earth girl says it's me, not you, it's definitely you.
You are nailing Bones.
I had to kind of identify what the essence of what the late great DeForest Kelley did so wonderfully well, and then infuse it into this younger version of the character.
Co-writer Simon Pegg, who also plays ship's engineer Scotty, says Star Trek stays true to originator Gene Roddenberry's vision of a better world in the future.
Ultimately, deep down, what we want to do is just all live together because it's so much easier. You know, I mean, it's tiring being angry. It's tiring hating people.
Just like when Kirk and Uhura had television's first interracial kiss in 1968. Star Trek Beyond features the first openly gay Enterprise crew member, Mr. Sulu, played by John Cho.
Why is this so significant?
Sulu's not coming out of the closet. He was never in a closet, and the film doesn't make a big deal out of it, and maybe it suggests a future in which it isn't a big deal.
I grew up worshiping Uhura.
Some may consider, oh my gosh, she's so sassy. I'm like, no, she's a woman. She's real.
Live long and prosper, my brother.
I certainly had my share of fun with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto.
You think the Denver Broncos are going to win another Super Bowl?
yes, absolutely.
I gotta ask, do you think that you might be able to pick me up as your first officer?
What is going on? Yes, absolutely, sure.
But one thing I still had to do, cross something off my bucket list. Do a Star Trek audition in front of director Justin Lin. They have to have room for one more on the cast. You could use some help. Spock, you all right? So here goes nothing.
Now, this is my tricorder.
Yes.
And I've just come back from Romulus.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, after my return from Romulus, I'm noticing some different changes, some different readings. So, and then I'm looking into the fact that we are low on dilithium crystals. Sulu, shields up.
Wow, I believe that.
Any tips for me?
None.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay now, thank you. Enough said, I am done. Star Trek Beyond opening actually in preview screenings, doing very, very well. Now remember, Into the Darkness made more than $460. Star Trek Beyond also produced by J.J. Abrams, and they've already announced from Paramount Studios the next Star Trek movie will star Chris Hemsworth along with Chris Pine and all the favorite cast characters that we saw just there.
How about Shaul Turner? Well, I don't know if Justin Lin thought I was really good enough.
The look on his face said something different than what he was saying.
Chris Pine said exactly what he was thinking. What is happening?
What is happening here?
That was so funny.
Shaul, thank you. We must